Hey guys, I am back with a layout for y'all. I recently did some live videos over at my little scrapbook store. They had an online crop, and this is one of the live videos that I did, but I wanted to be able to share it here on YouTube as well. I am using my How to Kill a Kit with Style. This would be my first layout, and these are Vicki Boutin products. So you see I've got that paintbrush paper, and that is in one of her paper pads. I can't remember the name of it. And then I have this black with like that kind of little bit of a honeycomb pattern on the back that I'm going to use as my background. So I'm scrapbooking a picture of some friends and I at a crop, or it was just like a day crop, and I thought that this paper would be perfect for the background. I am doing one of the challenges for the online crop, and it was kind of a sketch challenge a little bit, but you could choose where you wanted to put your photo, your title, and your embellishments. So it was kind of just making a paper background to build your layout on. I'm using a Tim Holtz stencil here, and I thought it would be fun to kind of, instead of backing that paper, just putting these paint splotches around the perimeter of that paper. And I just kind of matched up the bluish green color in the paper line and in one of my embellishments to pick out my color. And that is a Distress ink in Evergreen Bough. Now, I looked at my Distress Oxide ink too, but that one just seemed a little bit darker, a little bit more opaque, so I opted for the Distress ink instead. And I like the little detail that adds. I mean, it's not in your face type of mixed media. I don't even know if I'd call it mixed media, to be honest, but it does add just a little bit of detail and a little bit of color around that paper. And I like how that turned out. So I am going to work really hard, you guys, this year to really try and get this kit, or this month, to get this kit killed, because I'm super excited about the new Vicki Boutin kit that's out, and I would like to be able to purchase that one, but I really want to use up what I have in my stash as well. So I'm going to go ahead and get stuff glued down, and this layout came together pretty quickly. I mean, I did it live, and I think I had the layout finished in like 40 to 45 minutes, but that was with quite a bit of talking and reading like comments and stuff. So it was really fun. I was thinking about using this heart paper as the vertical strip that was kind of in the sketch. But after having it on there, it just felt a little bit too busy. So I opted to use this one here that kind of looks like paint strokes in a way. So I thought it would be appropriate in that way. And then it wasn't quite as busy on the eye as the hearts was. Then I'm going to make like a photo, some photo layers here going. Let's see, that last one was vertical. I might have said horizontal, but it was vertical. And then I'm going to do a little bit of a horizontal block where I'm going to house my photo and my title. So there's our photo. We have locally, we have a meetup group. Actually, we have like 3 meetup groups, scrapbook groups, but this is one that we tend to go to, which is the first Saturday of every month, and it's kind of a middle ground for some of the girls to come here, and so it is just so much fun. We don't get to go as much as we would like to, but every few months it seems like we can get together and scrapbook. And yeah, this is Heather took a selfie, which is always fun, and I'm just really super happy that I got to document this photo. So in the photo is my friend Heather from Heather's Crafty Life, and then my friend Amanda, and she has a YouTube channel as well, Amanda Kirby, myself, and then Amy Kidd. And Amy has an Instagram, a really great Instagram channel or whatever, where she does a lot of layouts and projects. So if you, yeah, anyway. So then I was kind of playing around and I decided that that photo needed a thin layer of a color to kind of get it to pop off of that cream paper. And I decided on this pink paper, and I put a very, very thin border around it. So it's really even a little bit, I mean, you can see it, but I didn't want anything really big because I don't know, I just didn't. So I'm going to go ahead and cut that down. You guys, am I starting with my trimmer? No, because I cannot use my trimmer and cut really small borders. I almost always get one side where I cut it too close to the picture, and then I've wasted that piece of paper. So I will typically, if I want a really small border, I'll usually cut it by hand. I'd rather have it a little bit wonky versus, totally cut crooked with the trimmer. So my title is going to go right there to the left, and the title is going to come from her, I think they call them puffy stickers, but it's not puffy. They're more like epoxy, and they're in part of her sticker sheet. I actually purchased them at Joann's at their, in their like sticker aisle or whatever. But this is going to say one of a kind friends. And I love how it's a big title and it just really tells the story, and I love that. So I've got quite a few photos that I scrap with my scrappy friends and myself. So I don't always need journaling on every layout like this because, in this one I feel like the title is going to pretty much tell the story. So the one of a kind is, like I said, from that sticker or thicker sheet from the collection. And then you're going to see me pull out Friends, which is like a teal glitter sticker that is super old. Probably 10 years old in my stash. And ever since I reorganized my letter stickers, I have been using them so much more, and it has really, really helped me out. So I will try to put up a video here in the future of how I do organize my stickers, my ephemera, my enamel dots, and all of that. I really think I finally found the solution, of course, from other YouTubers, of what works for me. So maybe something that I'm doing will also work for you. So I wanted to use that paintbrush little cup, but I didn't like the center of it because it said something about bees and honey, and it just didn't make sense to me. So the one thing about ephemera that I love is you can cover things up, right? So use it, but then find something to cover up the center. And so I found this pink flower, and underneath it I put like a black flower because a little bit of that behind was poking out. And so I'm going to layer those up, and it's going to work out perfectly. And it brings in some pink in that corner, and I really, really love how this cluster comes together. So what new collections have you all purchased coming out? I'm interested. I didn't see all of the collections, but I really love the Pink Fresh Studio Boy collection, and I really love the new Vicki Boutin collection. So I'm really hoping to get both of those. And honestly, I should probably not get much more than that because I have so much I need to use up. But I really do like both of those collections so much. I can't wait till they come out. All right, let me see. What am I oh, I might be laying down Friends. No, I got that. Oh, yeah. So I had this big red heart ephemera piece, so I stuck that under the paint pot there. And I'm also going to layer up some chipboard words or phrases along that heart because at this point, I've got some red there. I've got that light turquoise. I'm going to have some pink, and then I'm going to need to pull in some yellow down there as well. I was showing them on the live just a second ago how your ATG gun has a flat surface on the top so that you can stand it upright on your desk. You don't have to lay it down. It takes up a little bit less room. So if you didn't know that, I think that's why they made it flat on the bottom like that. So anyway, it was funny because a lot of the ladies didn't know that. And I just have always set my ATG gun like that. So here I am. I'm going to glue that down before I forget, because that is something I often do. I get all the way done with the layout and then realize I did not glue some pieces down. And here's where I'm going to glue that heart in and get the flower glued on to my ephemera piece. And then the chipboard that I use at the bottom, am I going to do that yet? I might start working on the top embellishment. Let's see. Because I'm going to put one embellishment cluster at the top as well. Oh, I'm sticking down friends. Now, after all this is said and done, when I get done with the layout and everything, I did go back and I had to glue down all of those letters, the whole title, because those puffy enamel-like stickers, they did not stick at all. So they needed some wet glue right away. And anything that is with like chipboard or anything that's not foam, I am pretty much adding extra glue so that it doesn't come off, later on, which is frustrating, but I rather do it up front because I do have books where I open them up and pieces are falling to the bottom, and that's really frustrating. So I have this little chipboard piece up at the top, and it says, live, create, tell the story, repeat. So that it was perfect, of course, for this page as well. And I'm showing everyone here that this is a new not new to me, Amy Tan, like layered stickers. And it had a few little crafty items on there. So I thought they actually worked out, that piece up there worked out perfect because it said, make a life you love. And it had a tag with some paint, like tubes on there, and then the little paint palette. So I thought that was the perfect size and kind of the perfect sentiment and everything to anchor that embellishment cluster at the top. And it brought in that golden yellow, and it just worked out perfect. I love that where the hand signal is giving the I love you signal, but it just didn't work out. It was too big for what I wanted to do. So here I'm trying to figure out, I wanted to bring some more pink in because I have that pink flower at the bottom, so I wanted to bring pink somewhere else. And I found that pink heart, and I kept thinking to myself, it's too big. And I was chatting with the ladies, during the live, and some were saying it's, they loved it. Some were saying, that they liked the small heart. But in the end, there was one lady, her name was Carol. Oh my gosh, I loved her. And she was like so enthusiastic about the big heart. So in the end, her enthusiasm won, and I used the big heart. And now I look back at it, and I am so glad that I went with the big heart because it really, I just love it. I really, really love the big, the bigger size. And then you see I have a little pink and black kind of camera. And I went ahead and used that up in that top cluster. So I also was able to bring a little bit more pink up there. It worked out perfect. And that is from one of the Vicki Boutin chipboard sheets. So that came from this collection as well. I was really excited about how much paper I used in this collection because I don't often use this much pattern paper. At least I never used to, but now I'm finding myself doing that, like not using white backgrounds quite as much as I once did. So I found that banner that had that holographic gold, and I contemplated putting it down there at the bottom, and I did end up leaving it there. At first I thought it might be too busy, but you know what? This page has a lot on it, but I really like how it goes, and I don't know if I would have used that banner anywhere else. So it's like, well, I'm here to use my stash. I'm going to use it. And then I found these holographic gold like fringe stickers. So in order to kind of replicate that, the fringe things on the bottom, I put the stickers up at the top in that embellishment. And I love how that worked out as well. And then the bottom chipboard, I don't know if I said this already, but I have a yellow fun, a black one that says awesome day, and then a multicolored one that says laughter. And I put those down by that bottom cluster. And then to finish it off, I'm just going to use some of the holographic gold star stickers that were on the sticker sheet, and I'm going to put those in, kind of scatter those around each embellishment. So I will have some close-ups for you here at the end. Hope you enjoyed the process. I'd love for you to give me a thumbs up if you did, and subscribe if you're not already a subscriber. I hope you all have a great evening. Bye, guys.